Welcome to a day in my life, but make it purpose, leadership, and answered prayers. Hello everyone, I am Shalom Kola, and this is me documenting every of my journey through growth. I was privileged to be at the Women in Governance Conference, which is held by the Association of Corporate Governance Professionals of Nigeria. I had the honor of delivering a keynote speech on behalf of the Honourable Minister of Youth Development of Nigeria, and it still feels surreal. This is a moment I've been preparing for a very long time, and yeah, it's finally here. And I'm super excited about this. I got in really early and I got tagged up. And this was a red carpet session, pictures, and then we got into it. This year's conference was themed Women in Leadership and Navigating Challenges while Seizing Opportunities. And I am so grateful to the organizers for such a platform like this, and also to my mentor for the opportunity. I got in and I got to identify myself before going into my seats. Every step, every room, every opportunity is shaping me, and yes, I am here for it.
Leadership, navigating challenges and seizing opportunities. As we all know, this program is organized by the Association of Corporate Governance Professionals of Nigeria. Can you please oblige me with this? Please, I'll ask that you kindly step out of your seat and say hello to the person sitting next to you. Give a smile. Somebody needs that. Give a smile, a warm hug. Good morning, a high five, a tap, a hug, a handshake. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for obliging me that request. Thank you. Okay, we may please go back to our seats now. Ministry of Youth Development. She's representing the Minister for Youth Development, and this is Comrade Ayodele Olawande. And that's why we chose that thing, so that we can have a lot of women look at this and admire women that are really making efforts. So we have the theme as Women in Leadership, Navigating Challenges and Seizing Opportunities. You can see that these days we have a lot of women that are taking positions, that seizing opportunities. They are in great places, they are doing well in the banks, in the insurance, everywhere. You find that women are coming up as leaders, and they are doing very well. So we need to really applaud for women in Nigeria. You have the floor, sir.
Honourable, First Lady of Lagos State, the chairperson of the Conference of Women in Governance Conference 7.0, Chief Mrs. Comrade Ayodele, my very distinguished sister and colleague, very distinguished guest speakers, members of the Governing Council of ACGPN, Chairperson of the Conference Planning Committee, Mrs. Ayodele Olawande, FCGP, distinguished corporate governance professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by thanking God for granting all of us the privilege to be here today at this very distinguished event where we are honoring as the better half of humanity, because in many demographics, Nigeria inclusive, women folk seem to to have higher numbers.
Most especially the Vice Chancellor LASU, Professor Ayodele Olawande, distinguished invited special guests, gentlemen of the press, and ladies and distinguished gentlemen. As mentioned earlier, my name is Ayodele. On behalf of the First Lady of Lagos State, Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Dodiana Sonolu, I'd like to say a big thank you to the organizers of the Women in Governance Conference. She would have loved to be part of this event. However, she has a message which I would like to deliver. It is truly an honor to be part of this 7th Women in Governance Conference, a gathering that reflects the progress already made and distance yet to cover in ensuring that our women take their rightful place in leadership and governance. I commend the Association of Corporate Governance Professionals of Nigeria for creating this platform that consistently inspires actions and nurtures possibilities. The theme, Women in Leadership, Navigating Challenges and Seizing Opportunities, could not be more relevant at this time. Women everywhere are proving that we are not just participants in the governance process, but active drivers of policies, reforms, and innovations that touch lives. Despite this, it is real that many of us still face daunting obstacles like limited access to leadership spaces, economic inequalities, and entrenched social stereotypes. Here in Lagos State, we are intentional about reversing this narrative. Through various interventions, we continue to create enabling environments for women and girls to thrive. Under the platform of the Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials Council, we have rolled out initiatives that focus on women's empowerment.
I'd like to recognize Chief Princess Odechi Anago, and she's the Permanent Secretary and Lagos State Liaison Officer of Ebonyi State. Where is she? Where are you, ma'am? Okay, but please allow me now. Thank you once again. All right. At this point, we'd like to take the next talk, and this will be delivered to us by Ms. Ayodele Olawande, and she is a legal practitioner and general manager, Office for Disability Affairs, Lagos State. She will take us to the topic, Shattering the Glass Ceiling, Strategies for Advancing Women in Executive Leadership. Can we please make welcome Mrs. Ayodele Olawande. Can we please make way for her? Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I feel like I should just go home. I'm standing here on the shoulders of such amazing people, extraordinary women. Personal assistant to the youth leader, Minister of Youth Development.
All right, good morning, everyone. Standing on existing principles, and to the chairman and council of the Association of Corporate Governance Professionals of Nigeria, distinguished guests, women leaders and policy makers, and ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you this morning. On behalf of the Minister of Youth Development, I bring to you warm greetings from the Honourable Minister of Youth Development of Nigeria, Comrade Ayodele Olawande, who would have loved to be here but is duly represented. And it's a great honor to stand here on this behalf at this very important Women in Governance Conference. And I also appreciate the opportunity to be doing this. I am Sharon Kola, and I'm here to talk about a topic, male allies and collaborative leadership. So how we're going to be engaging men as partners in change. Today's conversation is one we cannot afford to delay. How we engage men as true allies and partners in the journey towards gender equality and women empowerment is really important for national development. So I am here to set the context, and it says, over the past decades, the global call for women empowerment has been strong and progressive, as we have seen remarkable women rise in leadership across governance, business, community development, and the likes. Yet, gender equality is not just a women's issue, but is a societal issue. And true change requires men and women standing side by side to provide building sustainability systems, cultures that reflect equity, dignity, and fairness. And so, why does male allies matter? Now, there are power dynamics. Historically, men have had power for a very long time, and they make major decisions in atmosphere, in organizations, in policies, in decisions. And now, it is really, really important that we as women, start seeking collaborative efforts from these men, because they understand how power works, because they've been in power for a long time. Now, we're going to be breaking stereotypes, because men who advocate for women leadership also help dismantle harmful cultural and organizational stereotypes. Now, men also have a shared responsibility of empowering women and bettering women, also to bettering families, communities, and economies. This is the major reason why we have to have men as our partners. Now, men also have been role models over time. They know how to demonstrate leadership and also inspire younger generations to normalize gender equality. And so then, what does allyship look like? Now listen, men must listen to women's experiences without defensiveness, to commit into learning and unlearning things. Now, men also have the good privilege to influence and open doors for women. I remember hearing that speech just now by our Chief Mrs. Adebo. It was really inspiring to me when I heard her say that she was given the opportunity in her early 30s by the chairman of this committee, because he opened the door for her. At that early stage, she might not really have confidence or opportunity to go into rooms to speak for herself. But because of the opportunity and mentorship of the chairman, she was able to stand today, who she is today, because of the opportunity given to her by men. So this is just trying to encourage us that men are really, really important in making decisions and also leadership that brings change. Now, there also the collaborative leadership of men helps a lot. There are some things we as women naturally cannot do because of our physique. But doesn't mean we cannot also do those things mentally at all. But men stepping in to help us increases our chances of making it very well, especially in political settings. So, now this is a call to action for men to please be patient and also supportive of women in leadership. It is here to break laws that promote, this is here to sensitize all of us, to break laws that limit and litigate women and limit women, to also encourage them to taking positions and taking decision making seriously, also empowering them to work in political spaces that will bring change to our society. Now, the Ministry of Young Development is also here to support programs that empower young women and young women and young men and women with a spirit of partnership, responsibilities, and mutual respect. So thank you very much, as I reaffirm that cooperating with men is not taking over from them. It's just working side by side with them to become the best and bring good results to our society. Now, the work of equity is not just the work of women alone, it is the work of men and women together. Let us build a society where leadership is defined not just by gender, but by vision, by capacity, and the courage to serve by both partners. Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. We'd like to recognize Mrs. Roberts, Mrs. Ayodele Olawande, and Dr. Ibinos. Can you please come outside for your group photograph? After that, you'll be presented with your awards. Can you please come outside? Can the council members of the CGPN come outside as well to take photographs with them? After that, you'll be presented with your awards. Move to the panelists for the second panel session. After that. This time the speakers for the first session come outside with their awards to take their photo. After that, we
Alright, everyone, please smile. Thank you. One more, please. Are you good? Thank you. Alright, thank you so much.
okay,